Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? My name is Geo Malak. If you're not subbed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button for me and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Today we are going to be talking about none other than one of my favorite shows, Love at the Lockup, Season 3, Episode 26, Truth Bombs. Okay, let's just jump right into it, folks. Brittany's mother went MIA. Brittany is out all night looking for her mother with Marshallano. Um, Her and Marcelano was out all night, basically looking for Brittany's mom. They went here and there. I think it was, I believe, what is that, Francisca's, whatever street, Fremont Street on in Las Vegas, and I guess Fremont Street got a lot of like things going on. People doing drugs, people fighting, doing a lot of weird stuff at the night, and so they stake out after going back and leaving the hotel where the mother was at. They left and they came back to see a bunch of police just come out of nowhere. Marcelano kept saying, I feel like something's bad is about to happen. I feel like something bad is about to happen. He didn't even know behind them in their car, it was like some people, some like, I don't know what they was doing, but they was fighting. They was doing drugs, put it that way. But they started fighting or whatever, and then next thing you know, a bunch of police just come out of nowhere. So I was like, whoa. And Brittany kept saying, is that my mom? It wasn't her mom at that time, but then when she said about probably the fifth time her mom was just now walking into the apartment, she was like, there she goes right there. What killed me is when Marcelano had them glasses. I'm at the binoculars. Like he was really like staking out for real, looking for her mom. Man, when they went up to her whole thing was to get the mom and take her back to the house. And the only thing that I can honestly say is that was real about that was the simple fact that they took the mom basically and she kept it real all the way. She was Brittany asked her, what have you been doing? And she was like, I went out looking for some pills, but the mom was like, I went out looking for some, and Brittany was like, did you get any? She was like, no. Huh. And so that was a cool thing, that the fact that the mom kept it real and didn't lie, like about her trying to go get her fixed. She said that she was hurting. But that's about it for that couple. Let's go to the next couple. These people right here funny as ever to me, but you gotta love them. Andrea leaves for a hotel and basically Lamar's car while Tennyson stays behind. But Andrea kept feeling like Tennyson was choosing sides. You really ain't choosing sides. It's just like, I don't think none of the kids are choosing sides. They just keep telling you they don't like it when you guys argue. So kids, you please stop arguing in front of the kids, because it's not looking too good at the end of the day. You guys going back and forth about the most erupted thing. Like, you shouldn't be getting so mad about him taking his daughter to go see his other daughter. Like, it doesn't mean that you need to leave. Kind of I'm gonna just say that Andrea was being a little bit dramatic, like not a little bit, but majorly dramatic about him going to see his daughter and taking his other daughter to go see her. Andrea is kind of giving me misleading guides, like misleading vibes. Like she's too much, like it's I'm not gonna say she's crazy. I'm just gonna say she's a little bit over controlling when it comes to taking care of the kids, and I understand helping out with Lamar, but at the same time, you do have a man at home that is there for you. He's not out cheating or doing anything with other women. So what's the big deal of him going to see his other daughter with Priscilla? I think that Andrea needs to calm down, like literally calm it down. She shouldn't even have to leave. Like, why would you go to a hotel? You just wasting more money to go to a hotel when you could have just stayed home. Sometimes you got to deal with the hard times, and I think that would have been best for Andrea to stay home. And it's crazy. She should have just stayed home. But at the end of the day, Lamar, he did the best thing by not arguing with her. He let her take the car. He basically just stayed at the house, like, and Tennyson was cool for staying with him, like that's cool that him and Tennyson got that relationship. I like that a lot, like, because he looks up, you can tell Tennyson kind of looks up to Lamar like a father figure. And he looks up to him as a father, like, so I appreciate Tennyson. Shout out to Tennyson for doing that, because that takes a big role. And shout out to the sister for going with the moms. These kids are growing up actually to learn not to do the things that their mom and their dad is doing. I would say, honestly, I think Tennyson and their sister and Priscilla, they will make it in life. They're going to be smart enough not to do this in their relationships, like argue, and it's just crazy. But let's go to the next couple. Lyndsey is destroying Scott's rented home. I'm gonna just say this about Lyndsey. Lyndsey is out of control. Lyndsey is out. I don't know if she's on drugs or whatever, but enough is enough. You done put the man laptop outside, all over him sleeping with different escorts. That's what he called them, and that's what I'm gonna call him, because I had a feeling he was using an escort service the way they was talking to him. They paid for that. They pay to talk, all that and all that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You was locked up. It's not like this man put a ring on your finger. And if he was with you, at the end of the day, expect for somebody like him to do that. He's in an older age bracket. And so you went for a guy he went for you and you accepted. So two rights can't make a wrong, just like two wrongs don't make it right. So at the end of the day, Lyndsey, you don't have no proper authority to be messing up anybody's house. You didn't even pay for it. Then you told the man you're going to be sleeping with somebody in his bed by the end of the week. Why don't you just leave and go to your mama's house? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure. Why can't you just go back to your mama's house? I don't care what people say about you living with your parents. Your ass need to go back to your mama house, because I'm about tired of you. You just destroyed this man's whole house. I don't know what that foot cream or foot powder or whatever you sprayed over all the office, and then you go outside, take the man's cigarette out of his pack, smoke it, and then tip the shelf with cigarettes in it like you some type of lunatic or something. This is not prison. But you will end up back in there with that attitude you carrying yourself with. Now let's go on to the next couple, because I'm gonna come back to you, Lyndsey. I'm gonna come back to you, but let's go to the next couple. Michael and Sarah have a huge argument in front of the kids. Now, when I seen this, I don't believe that both of them should have been up there arguing in front of the kids like that. It's like, if you have to argue in front of your kids, that's already a toxic environment for the kids to be in, because they'll grow up thinking that's okay when that's not okay. And you guys are all outside. You guys are all outside. Like, come on. Michael and Sarah, y'all both have to grow up. Both of y'all just have to grow up. Both of y'all need to accept each other wrongs for what y'all was doing. Because when I was hearing you guys talk, I can see both of them was in the wrong for what they was doing. Outside, yelling at each other. Michael holding his daughter, yelling back at Sarah. Sarah's yelling at Michael, talking about, how did you leave me with these kids? And you don't thank me? Okay, we are over that. Like, what you guys should be thinking, like, what are we gonna do now for the kids? You want me to come there? But just keep it real. Look, I don't feel like coming there. Michael, if you don't feel like coming there, why don't you just say something like, you know what, I do want to come, but then I don't, because you're with Malcolm. I don't want to cause problems. But instead, you're like thinking that Malcolm is gonna go somewhere. Malcolm gonna be back there. Obviously, we seen that on the next episode. The next episode about to be good. I can't wait. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to Michael and Sarah, both of them are big ass kids to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, and the reason why I would say that, not like both of them, but at the end of the day, I just see fault in both of their actions. Like, for instance, Michael started yelling at her out of nowhere in the room. Like, he started using his voice in a loud way, like when he could have been more calm. You have to be calm with women when you talk to them. But at the end of the day, this man started yelling at Sarah. Ain't doing nothing but adding more fuel to the fire. After Sarah is yelling, you can see she's already going through it. You see something's not right with her and her emotions, because you done tore that all the way down. She don't trust you, Michael. So the easiest thing you could have done was to stop her from yelling like that. Is just like, hey, you know what? You right. You've been a good mama. You've been a good mom. We're not gonna do this in front of the kids, but I'm just gonna accept it. Yeah, I've been doing messed up stuff. You been to get my. I don't care how you feel about her saying that you ain't been there as a father. Take it as a man and just say, yeah, you are right. You know you are right. In that moment, you should have been like, you are right, Sarah. I have been messing up. I've been doing this, doing that. I shouldn't have been doing that. I should have been here for you, but I wasn't. So I do apologize. And you could have. The situation would have been easily done. It would have been easily done. She probably would have added a little bit more jabs in there, but you gotta sometimes take it. Certain women are like that. Even some women are just like that. They like to they want to be the one that knows they are right, because half of the time, shit, 90% of the time, I'm pretty sure they are right. A lot of women know what they be talking about. So, well, man, you messing up out there and you end up in a situation like that, it's best to just accept your wrongs and say, yes, you are right. I haven't been here for the kids, but can I make this better for you? I would like to come. Yes, I would like to come and stay with you instead of being in this hotel, wishing I can get some money from some women right now, which it ain't working out. So I'd rather just get with you in your house, but I don't want to be with you like us sleeping together, because that's another thing they got to get out of the equation is having sex with each other. You know, like that is a bad mistake. Stop doing that. You know, y'all be there for the kids, not just because you guys are lusting on each other and what you got and what you have to offer. That doesn't mean nothing. It's what do you have to offer for the kids. Do you hear me? Okay. Now we're gonna go to the questions. Brittany is out 4 hours looking for her mom. As her husband, would you go with her? Even if you care for your mother, even if you did not care for your mother, would you go with her? I would. That's what a husband's role is to do, is to go with his wife and support his wife. What if she's out all night and it's a babysitter at the house and y'all supposed to be at the house taking care of the kids, but if she's going to look for her mother, as you made those vows and those commitments to that woman, you are supposed to be in that as a committed relationship and an understanding husband. So sometimes you have to go out about the ordinary things that you wouldn't do and you wouldn't see yourself doing with your own family members. Sometimes you have to do that. But at the end of the day, I think that was good that he did that. You know, even though he was like, he told his mom, she was like, what she called him? She says, Mars something. I forget what she called him. She gave him a little nickname, and he was like, Mars. She was like Mars, and he was like, mentally drained. Yeah, he just told her straight up, mentally drained. Because I mean, you guys are out 6 hours of the night, like on Fremont Street too, especially with the dog. The dog it's looking like a dog channel. They walking the dog all night. Like, I mean, that's their protection. You know, like the pit bull was their protection. I'm happy they did have a pit bull at that time walking around them crazy hours of the night. But again, that just shows that he's a good husband, and she accepts him to being a good husband, and she appreciates him. I just seen recently that she had got him a ring for Christmas, like a nice little wedding ring. So shout out to them in their marriage. Y'all keep striving. Y'all gonna get somewhere. Trust me, if y'all ain't already got there. But let's go to the next question. Is Tennyson taking sides? Nah, I wouldn't say Tennyson is taking sides. He seems like a smart little young brother. You know, he seems like he has his head on his shoulders and he's going a lot of places in life. And he don't want to gamble between what his mom is always arguing, or he don't like when Lamar even argues back with her mom. You know, like, so I see them going a lot of places, like especially him. I see him going a lot of places in life. Like, he's gonna be one of those kids that's gonna be in one of those high academic classes, you know, or either a private school. I can see him in a private school or getting a scholarship for science or something. I see him doing something major, not just sports, but I see him doing something majorly big in life. Like, I don't see him just doing a regular job, even if he did. So I'm still going to support my brother for doing what he got to do. But I also see him getting something major in life because of the way he carries himself. It says a lot about his character. So yeah, I don't think Tennyson is choosing sides, but that's just one. I got two more questions. Should Scott just throw Lyndsey out? You're damn right, Scott. You go ahead and throw her ass to the curb. You know, I like how the way Scott kept his composure the whole entire time. That says a lot about Scott. Scott didn't. He said, "I know not that feed into her, because when she get to acting like that, he don't even probably know her like that, but he knows when the women get to acting like that, like how she is, and they coming from prison, don't tempt them to be even more madder. Don't make them more madder. So he just said he brought his cigarettes home. He took everything how he took it, and he didn't even care. Obviously, he knew he can get it back. And she said, "Yeah, I heard about it. I couldn't find nothing on your money." He said, "Huh, I wouldn't tell you nothing about my financial, my finances." Straight up, Scott, more power to you, because with the way she was acting, she seemed like she'll burn your money up or go take all your money out the bank and just throw it to charity somewhere. And you want to know where your money at. I'm glad she don't know your stuff. She just know your old stuff. But that's a good thing that Scott didn't lose himself, when she was acting out like that. He just kept it real, like, yeah. And then she said, "Well, you messing with escorts?" He said, "You're climbing the tree." Basically, you asking him too much information. He doesn't owe you anything. He already paid for your books. He done did a lot for you. And what have you done for him besides bring him a lot of misery since you've been out, like arguing with this man and just. But again, I ain't gonna say it's just all Lyndsey that's doing stuff. Scott, you did some stuff too, like going through the girl diary, talking to her ex. So yeah, to each his own, So you did a lot too, Scott. You did a lot. I'm not going to even lie to you. But again, that doesn't mean Lyndsey needs to go off the Richter scale and tear up the house. The house ain't even all the way done yet. And she putting more trash and more trouble on the house than anything. They need to go ahead and get what's that thing? They need to go in there with that spirit thing and the sage. They need to sage the house, because what's up in Lyndsey, they need to sage her and lock her up in a room. She acted like she was going through an exorcism crisis or something. I don't know what was wrong with Lyndsey. Lyndsey be tripping. Her jaw, her lips got the twitching. She get the flipping her hair, and man, she turns into a whole nother somebody. But next question, this is my last question. Do you feel bad for Destiny now that we learn more about her past? You know what? I kind of do feel bad for Destiny because she was touched as a child. So I'm not going to say the R word or the A word, and I advise nobody please come up here and say that, just to respect the channel, because, YouTube watches out for certain words. But at the end of the day, I did feel a little bit bad for Destiny. I can see now why the way she acts and why she acts out like that is because of when kids are like, when she probably was a kid, she probably didn't have no way to act out or tell anybody about any of those things. So now that she's older, she's finally getting a chance to release all that energy that she had as a kid of somebody touching her as a young lady. Again, so her head is messed up. Like, she do need to seek counseling, maybe a therapist, maybe a shrink, rehab, rehabilitation. She needs some help, because and then it looks like she's back doing drugs again. This allegedly, that's what it looks like to me, is that she's back doing something, because she is like super, super skinny. Like, when I seen her from the back, I was like, whoa, like her legs then got super small, her face is sunken in. Like, I think Destiny is going through the habit of what she used to go through, like back in the day, and it's hitting her because she don't expect Sean to be as nice as how he is to her. Yeah, Sean might be super stupid at times, but damn, Sean do be nice to that girl. Like, he gives her what she wants. He treats her like a daughter. That he treats her like how a father should treat a daughter, without the sleeping part with each other, with being with each other. I think that's what she can't stand, is that the fact that she finds a man like found a man like Sean that actually is being there for her, and she can never find that when she was a kid. So she's acting out. She's taking it out on the wrong person. Like, she's taking it out on Sean specifically. She's taking it all out on him, and it looks bad. So at the end of the day, I feel bad for them. Now, I'm just gonna say this. I've been getting a lot of before I bring up the calls, I'm just gonna say this. Like, this channel, when I make this channel, I do this for a lot of people around the world. I don't care about your race, your color, your sexual preference. I don't give. Now, when people talk about people on here and their sexual preference, I don't condole in it. I don't care what you do in your life. I love everybody in this world as equal. So I would just like to throw that out there, because I don't want nobody from any community to feel like my show is attacking you, as a person. But I just wanted to throw that out there, so nobody feels offended, and you know what I'm coming from when I say what I have to say. But let me bring up three of my people. I got my boy, Mr. Plumber, man. They call up Mr. Plumber. Dee Dee in the
What's up? What's up?
What's happening? Hold on, Dee Dee. I got a lot of more people come up here. But shout your channel out before we get started so they know where to follow you at.
Yeah, my channel is Dee Dee758 and my Instagram is Dee Dee on screen. My name on screen, EVE007 on Instagram.
Yep. Okay, that's for sure. Y'all heard the man Dee Dee758. Make sure y'all follow my brother. Let me bring up Cookie Talks. What's up with your Cookie Talks?
Hello, this is my first time on here. How y'all doing? Can y'all
Nice
see
to meet
me?
you.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, we can see you.
You must have zoomed your screen in or something, girl. We see the full effect. You hear me? We see your full face.
I see my full.
It's like she have a browser. If you have your browser open on YouTube, close it because it's like you hear an echo in the background.
You can't hear me?
No, we hear you, but we hear an echo. So your browser, you need to close your YouTube browser.
Oh.
Yeah, close your YouTube browser so it will work better. Like we'll not hear the echo.
Yep. And we got my dog coming up here. You know, my one of my best people that come through the channel all the time. Love her from a distance. She good people. Y'all give it up for Miss Nabia in the building. What it do?
What's up? What's
up? Oh, thank you, dear.
No problem.
You're good.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know me. We got to get it started, but
yeah, man. But go on, cookie folks. Welcome. Say your opinion.
Auntie, how you doing? Hold on, Auntie. What's happening with you?
Auntie. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cookie. My bad. I'm sorry about that.
Go on.
How do y'all know how do I close it?
Oh no, you can go ahead and talk. I can hear you.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
I think it's an echo on just Dee Dee's screen. Is it an echo on your screen? It might be an echo on your screen. I don't hear an echo.
Nah, all my browsers, all my only thing I've opened is StreamYard.
No, I'm saying you might can hear her echo.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Cookie.
Okay.
Come on.
First, I want to talk about
you got
Andrea.
notes and everything. Right. Yes, you go do your thing, man.
Yeah, I want to talk about Andrea. I think Andrea is insecure with herself, and I think that she don't like herself on the inside because what's inside of you comes out of you.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I can hear it now.
There is an echo, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of echo. You see at the top of your web browser?
Yeah.
Okay, now do you have another YouTube open?
You think it might be?
It might be another YouTube thing that you got up there in that browser area. Just click X on one of the YouTubes. Click Kelly, yeah.
How about that? That ain't no better.
Yeah,
it's gone now. It's gone. I'm not hearing.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Andrea is insecure with herself, and that's why she acts like that. And that's why she's so insecure, and that's why she don't want Lamar to be around. She don't want to share him, and she's jealous of his. If he have a relationship with his oldest daughter, she's jealous of that because of her insecurities on the inside. That's why she acts out like that towards him.
But what you think triggered her insecurities though? What do you think like make her act that way?
She was like that before she met him. That was already brewing in her on the inside before she even met him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what do you think she had a bad experience in her past relationships that probably have her feeling that type of way?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And Lamar is getting it. That's why he's getting it like that. It's sad because he's a good man.
Yes.
Very good man. And she gonna end up losing a good man. and that's gonna really destroy her. And
I feel
then I don't like the fact that she get mad at Lamar because he took his daughter to go and see her older sister. Okay, it's something. Okay, the reason why would he have to do that? It's because of you. You made it to where he had to do that. Cause he get tired of you snapping and going off and popping off and all that, And he trying to hang in there with her because he do love her, But she gonna lose a good man if she don't stop. I'm serious. She too much. And what's her name? Lyndsey that went out there and Lyndsey that went destroyed Sky House. Something wrong with her too. Because you know what? She'll be back in prison. Because prison messed them up. It don't make them better. It messes them up. Emotionally, physically, all of that. So I would call the police on her and got her out of my house.
All I'm gonna say is she needs to be careful because all she was doing is I was like, who does that? Like she is Scott needs to be careful she don't do that while he's sleeping. You know what I mean? Because she is something else. I couldn't believe what she was doing and the whole powder, the floor powder thing. That was just why I don't know, man. I feel like
you know why? Because she was on drugs and she was coming down off of them. And when they get coming down off of them, they get like that.
Yeah, it must be because no normal
person. She wants some more. She coming down off of it. She want more, and she ain't got no money and no way to get it. So she coming down off of it is making her destroy his stuff. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Well, yep, you about right. But Cookie, that's all you got.
And I got who else? Michael and Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah needs to stop. She know. Now, if y'all paid attention, when she was arguing with Michael, and she kept on arguing, but she never left that hotel. She stayed around that hotel. She was outside, remember? So when he went outside and they got into that big old argument, and they studied arguing outside, soon as he said that he gonna be coming to her house later, he told me, I'll come to you. I'll come later and we'll talk about it and do some stuff. That's when she went on and left and got that guy. You noticed that?
Yep, she did. Yeah. She's happy. And listen, she knows if he comes around, remember, Michael, well, if she opens up her legs, he's jumping in there regardless. So it's not even about Michael. It's about her. But what she's an open book to him. So he realizes that when he goes around there, he can get it in regardless. But on her end, she makes it ever so easy. It's like, what are you doing to yourself, Sarah? Really, this is not good for her in the long run because Sarah is just an emotional roller coaster. You go for a couple of months, you get yourself together, emotionally, you're in a better place, and then here he comes again, and then she allows him to just reel her in, and then she's just exploding with emotion because she was her. We can all agree as women, we've all been there. She was her. You know what I mean? She gave birth on her own twice. You know what I mean? Let's just remember that twice. So that's painful in itself, let alone all the other BS that he put her through. So in that sense, I agree where her frustration comes from when he said, I've been there. You haven't been there. I mean, we can see what we can see on TV. You haven't been there. So I can assume in real life, it's even less than what we see. It can't be more, So that was BS anyway, Michael. That's what pissed her off because you haven't been there. She has been raising two kids on her own.
Did you watch Auntie's channel? I watched Auntie, I watched her channel the other day, and she said that in real life, Michael been keeping those kids. She said he keeps those kids 3 times out of a week. And that he helps Sarah out a lot.
Then it's unfair the way they're portraying him. So when he said that when it comes to him being a dad, you know that, Sarah, that I don't like people bringing, talking about me as if I don't see my children. So he said that at some point. So maybe, yeah, there is some truth to what you just said. I can believe that. But why is he allowing these producers to make him be that stereotypical black man? You know what I mean? But why?
Right.
I don't know. And he shouldn't allow it. He shouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
What is going on, Ronnie?
What's up, Reno?
But Cookie, I hear an echo.
All right, Superfly.
This is one of my birthday gifts.
That's nice. That's nice. I like that.
Thank you.
What
I'm gonna drop Cookie. Try to figure out what's going on with your echo backstage. I'm gonna have to drop you because you got a bad echo. But try to come in on your phone, maybe. Try to pop up on your phone.
You think it's my phone that's echoing because I got you on my phone and
You got me on speakerphone?
think it's my mic or my phone?
Yeah, it's your mic. Unplug the mic. Bring a Raphael.
What's going on, Rano?
But yeah,
What's going on?
let's get into some of the other people. Brittany, what's her name? The girl with her mom. That is Brittany and Marcelino. I mean, I know she watches the show, so I just feel sorry for her. All I can say is prayers to her and her mom. Hopefully the situation gets better. It's really, really sad. I don't know if it will get better, but all she wants, when she said all she wants is, it's still echoing,
I think it might be you missing the beat, but thank you for the super chat, Kelly. I appreciate you a lot. For real. But it might be you, I think.
Try and speak. I'll put myself on mute.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know the vibe. We got your boy Ranu down there looking like Superfly down.
At this point, the only situation I could take serious on the show is Brittany and Marcelino, because the rest of them is starting to seem like a joke now. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Let me come back. I can hear it.
Now I can hear you now. You good.
I think what Brittany is afraid of is she just getting that phone call and then they're telling her like either her mom overdosed or her mom died or something. And that's one of the scariest things to ever get is a phone call, whether it be your child, your mom, or your cousin or some loved one that you care about, and you get that phone call, and then you know what you'll start thinking, and I'm talking from experience, you will start thinking what you could have done or what you should have done to better that situation, and you don't want to regret. So as much as Marcelino is saying he said he was mentally tired, I understand that. But Marcelino needs to try and put himself in Britney's shoes. And he's being supportive, but just try and comfort her in that time. That's what he really needs to be doing.
But there's nothing you can do for an addict. An addict got to want to do it for themselves. And people that have dealt with addicts, you'll keep going through the same cycle over and over and over. And sad to say, you guys, most addicts don't never really beat their addiction. The ones that beat their addiction is rare. You know what I'm saying? So,
go ahead.
So when you're dealing with an addict, you just got to make up your mind that one day you might get that call. You know what I'm saying? I've had plenty of addicts in my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's a trip because like when they get in their 50s, their body just deteriorates and it just takes them out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then again, remember Marcelino, I think, has a mom. Remember when he was in the dry cleaner with the laundrette with his mom, he spoke to his mom and said, the mom's got to want to change. Remember, Marcelino's mom, I think, was an alcoholic and she changed and stopped drinking. So Marcelino can understand her, but only to a certain extent because his mom actually made the change, whereas her mom is just repetitively not changing. So I think that's where he struggles to put himself in a place where how many times do you actually help her? Because he probably helped his mom, helped his mom get better, and she actually did get better because she's off the alcohol now. So I think that's what it is for him more than anything. But
let me make one more point. You ever heard that saying you're a product of your environment?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. If she keep on staying around crackheads or staying in those low down motels, whatever it is, because if you how she's going to get to a point where her environment will want to change her.
Mm.
You understand what I say?
But Dee Dee, I think that she needs to hit rock bottom. And right now, her kids are her enablers. What? Did I say it wrong?
No. I'm laughing at the comments. Somebody said you're wearing the blue suit like Tyrese.
Nah, this ain't no blue suit.
You can go back. You can come off mute. You on mute.
Yeah, Ronald, you need to get some binoculars to go with that.
Say what? Say what, bro?
You need to get some binoculars to go with that.
That's what's up. But you know, just like Tyrese, I got him talking. You know
Yeah. That's
I
what's up.
knew what I was doing when I put this on.
Yeah, but you have some good points, Ranu. Like, unless she's not willing to change, she will not change. And you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And a lot of doctors will tell you that them addicts got to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
You know? Hopefully, when they hit rock bottom, they'll climb up. But sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. But the way she said she just doesn't want her mom to pass away, and she's got nothing good to say about her, and that her mom's never really felt happiness. That was deep, you know, like how I can understand that. Like, she's seen her mom be in this situation all of her life. So how can she give up and not want her mom to just have that little bit of normality? You know what I mean? And just clear-headed, sober life. That's all she wants for her mom. So I think that's understandable, but it's just difficult to get there, I think.
I'm going to be the sour one of the group, y'all, but I'm going to give you guys realistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those are excuses. I've met so many people. I've been through a whole lot in my life. You know what I'm saying? Remember Oprah Winfrey was passed around to her family. So either you're going to want to do better or not. You know what I'm saying? I've sit around so many people and we all got a sad story to tell, you know? But your thing is, you got to want better. I've been in the club industry, the entertainment industry, pretty much most of my life. They've offered me every single drug imaginable, but I turned it down. And the reason why I turned it down is because I've known myself, right? And whatever I do it 300%. So I knew if I was to do cocaine or any of that, I'd be a crackhead under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So I just said no. You know, so you gotta make your own. You can't use life as an excuse because we all got a sad story to tell. And
but like you said, some people, they rise up and they become a better person, and some people, they sink under the sand, unfortunately, and they can't get out of it. You know, so that's just
they can.
Yeah, they can, but some people do it faster than others. Some people, it takes them a lifetime, more than, you know, by the time they die, they might have been sober the smaller amount of their life. They've probably been on drugs, most of it. Do you understand what I mean? If you want to put it into age, then by the time her mom dies, can you imagine that she's had more of an addiction lifestyle than she had a normal life? That's not what she wants for her mom.
That mom's playing a game. You notice how she turns on them tears and she does that pity potty thing with her. She's playing a game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's her mom. She's gonna play on her emotions. But at the end of the day, the woman's still, you know, dealing with an addiction. We can see that. So.
That's called a pity party.
Yeah, pity party. That's what she be doing every time, you know. And it sucks Brittany in.
Right.
That's her mom. That's the only mom you got. You love your mom conditionally. So it's hard to see your mom and know she out there like that. But just feed her. Make sure she fed, she eating. You know, I mean, it's hard. It's hard for a person to say when it ain't them or their mom, you know.
Yeah, but Brittany got a family now that she needs to be more concerned of. That mama done lived her life. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen situations, once again, where people done destroyed their family life trying to get somebody else, their immediate family life trying to get somebody else together, you know? All she could do is, like Marcelino keeps saying, say, I'm here for you, Mom, when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? And leave it at that.
Yeah, because it is kind of dwelling down to her family now, you know? Yeah. You can see it's causing problems between her and her man, but what can she do? You know, she's going to have to decide for herself if she wants to.
She has to decide for herself.
Yeah.
And a drug doctor would tell you that it's not even good to have active addicts around you when you're a recovering addict. You know what I'm saying? There's anything could trigger Brittany. You know what I'm saying? So she got to think, not even think about herself. She got to think about her babies right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. But I want to ask a question. I think it's you, Dee Dee, that got the echo, but it's all good, my brother. We're going to work.
I was about to say that.
I was on mute all the time.
Yeah, you got an echo. It's like every time we say something, it's your echo. I thought it was Cookie. I thought it was Mr. B. It was you the whole time. Got that echo over there. But it's
Right.
just mute yourself when people talk and then come off mute when you talk, because when you talk, it's not an echo. But I wanted to ask you a question. Is Tennyson choosing sides? Like, do y'all feel like he's choosing sides?
No.
Listen, I would like to know who's their daddy.
Him and his sister is an adult in the room. Every time all of them kids, every time they talk, I say they got more sense than the parent.
I would like to know who their dad is, if I'm honest, because this DNA that's mixed up with Andrea, it's literally took over, because there ain't none of Andrea in them, you know? Like, what is going on? There's no Andrea in them at all. The dad, I want to know who this man is. You know, I really want to know who this man is, because these kids are amazing. Like Tennyson, the way he just got out of the car and gave her bag, I was like, you know what? Well done, young man. Don't even give in to the BS that your mom's running with, because this is not a good example at all. You know, even when she talks to Priscilla on the bed, it's like, come on. I'm glad her daughter called her out and said, but you didn't handle it well, Mom, at all. Why does Andrea always try to portray herself like, I raised you good, didn't I? Like last time. No, you didn't. You know, no, you didn't. So every time something happens, she thinks she's handled it the best way, when really she's the crazy one. Lamar is calm. You know, Lamar is calm in the background, like chilling. What is the problem? Then you're driving off with the car, practically making the man just get out of the way because you're trying to like run him over. You know, this is all pretend. Where you going? Why are you wasting your money on a hotel when you know you're going to be back at home? You know, like it's just ridiculous. She wants him to constantly chase her like she's doing right, but she's not. And Lamar's not having it, because every time things pop off, you want to slap up a grown-ass man. Like, come on, Andrea. I hope you watch the show, Andrea, you know, because you come across crazy, like, Mormon or not, you're mad.
I agree.
That's 100% though. Yeah, something ain't right with Andrea. Not being what you thinking?
No, I just called in because I saw Ron New.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
Why you out here dressed like the Pied Piper R. Kelly?
Oh,
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. You got to go. So I'm an artist, right? And you got to go check out some of my videos. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. You know, I did this one video, y'all, where I came on with like this big furry red thing that was from head to toe, and the whole set got quiet, including the dudes, right? And they said, why did you put that on? I said, because the whole world's going to give me that reaction. And every time everybody turn on that video, they look at that, you know? Mm-hmm. So every time I get on these guys' channels, you guys going to remember where I knew.
Yeah, we is.
We is, but that's not for the reason you want. It's like the blueberry pimp in that blue suit. We remember it, but it ain't for the reason he thought.
You know what I respect about the blueberry pimp? Mm-hmm. He liked what he had on, and I love what I have on. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you love it, I love it for you. I know
you ain't hot.
What I saw, and I had to say something.
Is you hot?
Am I hot?
Yeah.
Well, now that you say it, yeah, I kind of am, but I'm used to it. When I'm on stage, they got big lights on you. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
That's why you see Beyonce. That's why Beyonce always be naked on stage.
What did you wear?
Can I jump back on topic though? We kind of fell off topic. We ain't gonna talk about you right now, my brother.
Okay, so
your suit look good. You hear me?
This ain't even a suit though. This is a sweater.
Oh, okay. We ain't gotta be naked now, my
That's
brother.
why you hot.
Not be naked. This ain't only.
This is what's called a red bottom hat, y'all.
I know you're big pimping, spending G's. We see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But Ablavi, who you want to
But after that, what I wanted to say is I'm waiting for Sarah to tell me that she's having her third child. That's all I'm waiting for.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Real talk, Sarah and oh boy, they need to go back together because they truly love each other.
Yeah, they do.
I honestly think they'll not have a future.
They can't leave each other alone.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
Listen, it's more that thing of, I'm sure a lot of ladies who are watching this can relate. It's more that thing of, you see that man you had kids with, that baby daddy over there, that the one that you could, you'll always have that little connection. Sarah still hasn't moved on. We all know what goes on, the drive-bys and shit. We all know what happens, ladies, when you can't get over that man who you've had kids with. It's always in and out. But then at some point, you got to set the boundaries and just, call it a day, Sarah, because this ain't healthy for you or those kids. The way you were arguing with him, you're way too much invested in Michael and the emotions you got from him than your children. It's simple as that, because you're always giving in to getting angry instead of just grabbing your kids and walking away. You could have just grabbed your kids and gone. Bye, Michael. I don't agree with what you're saying. You haven't been there, but, agree to disagree and off you go. But for you to do all of that, and she does that all the time, that just says you're emotionally attached still to Michael. Inviting him to your house says enough. I'm not inviting you to my house. We're not together. Why are you coming over to my house for? Go and pay for your hotel if that's what you need to do. But the reason he's coming over, but the reason he's coming over is because when the kids go to bed, she'll be like, "I'm making a drink. You want one? Yeah. And then it's again, we had sex, but that's my husband." That's why she hasn't divorced him, because she always wants to play the husband card, because it justifies her still sleeping with him to herself, But it just looks stupid, really.
Well, for me, if they still want to be on that kind of basis, those people should just try and probably go to a relationship therapy or therapist or something to try and work the relationship out. But they should try and stop arguing in front of those kids. That's just not good for the children, the environment, the mental. It's not good. But they probably need to try and seek help and stop arguing in front of those kids.
She wants that Mandingo. She wants that Mandingo.
She said to
and he's showing us that he know he can get Sarah anytime he wants to. That's all he doing is cop blocking from Malcolm. Once Malcolm's gone, he gonna be gone too.
Yeah, he's cock blocking. That's true. He doesn't want Michael staying over there. Malcolm.
Right.
Dude is like a dog. He don't mark his territory. You see, he comes in, he don't even knock on the door. He just comes in the house anytime he wants, Yeah. And since Malcolm's been there, he's been more around since he's been there. Remember, she couldn't pay him to come by before Malcolm moved in there.
Yeah, but that's all what it is. Maybe the two, you guys can comment on that, but men always behave like that. They're with you. They're not good to you. They're not good to you when they're with you, but then when they're not with you and they can't have you, they're all over you. Like, get the fuck, sorry, get out of here.
I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you.
I hate when some women generalize all men. There's a lot of
I'm not. I'm just saying maybe you guys can have more of a.
You say about some women, when you're nice to them, they don't want you. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me?
No, I'm not doing that. A lot of women, when you're nice to them, they don't want you. But when you're mean and you act a certain way, you see it on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ranu, you got something on your lip.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Is it
all
gone?
Right. It's there now. It's by yeah, right there. Pull.
I will be right back.
All right, yeah, go get.
Anyways, nice.
Now that's a friend. You let them know.
Yeah.
There are girls that like nice guys. Girls don't like.
Liz.
Girls don't like people who are obsessed with you, like a stalker, and that's what these men are. They're not being, and just because you're nice, you're not guaranteed vagina. It don't work that way.
You talking about John?
You can say no. And Malcolm's case, Malcolm looks crazy. He looks like he'll chop you up in the back.
Theo, what's going on with you? What is going on?
Oh Lord, I'm about to cry.
You guys are
Listen,
terrible.
I'm trying to be nice.
Can we stay on topic? Come on.
I'm staying on topic. You know I want to go on.
Yeah, go on then. Who do you want to talk about? Lyndsey, Andrea, I don't know, Brittanys. No, not Brittanys.
Let's talk about how about this one? I got one. I got a question. I got a question since y'all want to ask. I'm laughing because y'all funny. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But should Scott throw Lyndsey out? Or should he call the cops? What should he do to her?
He should have called the cops from when she come outside and threw his little cigarette table out of the way. I thought, sorry, you know what? He should have. I don't condone violence, but that girl, he should have just sat there and called 999. But
hello.
Listen, no 911. Should I say?
999.
Yes,
that's the number over there, though.
That's the number in the UK, 999.
Oh,
that's our emergency. Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say equivalent to 911.
Yeah.
But no, the way he sat there, actually, in a way, I feel like he should have just. She needs a good thumping down is what Lyndsey needs, because the way she stood there and told this man, oh, from you'll be glad to know by the weekend I'll be effing somebody in your bed. I'm like, what? How dare you stand there and tell this man that's what you'll be doing? Like these men, you know what? I would have been like, excuse me, I have a felon in my home. Can you come and look at the damage, please? Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Why are you still putting up with that, Scott? I feel like Scott has deep-rooted issues regarding his son's death. The way he makes excuses for this woman, talking about when she was there in prison, it sets you back with your development. BS, Scott. This girl has always got her way, and if she hasn't, she's always been kicking off. So in that sense, I think she's always been the same way. She's always been the type to kick off when she does it. She's got that psycho streak. He needs to just pack up her things and put them outside and just tell her, you need to go about your business, because I don't think that's good for him. And he should stay away from her.
Let her go stay in that trailer with her friend.
Yep, she better. She better.
Listen, bad, but let me tell you a secret. That man likes all that. You know what I'm saying?
You think so, though?
He like what?
Sitting in that chair, he was getting a high off of that. And then when she leaves, he's gonna find him another Lyndsey. You know what I'm saying? He likes that man.
I like the way she said when she said, "Have you been with prostitutes lately?" He's like, "Yeah, I got one from jail." I was like, "You know what, Scott? Yeah, nice one." That she needed to bloody get that one in. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, he did say that though. He said
he did. Yeah, he said,
have you been talking to any women lately? He said, yeah, I got one right now. She's in prison. Like he got them lined up. He ain't even playing with Lyndsey. Yeah. I think he need to call the police on Lyndsey. I ain't gonna lie to you. She doing way too much. I would have been called the police. I mean,
who does that? The way she carves things into the desk, that's psychotic. That's not a normal person that gets angry. Nobody carves things into a desk with scissors. What for? The man's got to sit there tomorrow when you'll still be living there. How dare you? Anyway, the man gave your daughter a whole bedroom. What are you doing? You didn't do that for your daughter. He did. So, like I said last time, that alone, the fact that he's been there for her daughter, she should just zip it and don't have nothing to say, because he's done a lot for her.
Scott knows that girl is on drugs, and he knows that when she's coming down, how she acts, and that's it right there. That's why she acts like that.
She's lucky as hell that she got them love after lockup cameras around, because them cameras around, she would have been stopped. As soon as he would have got out the car and saw all that stuff, he would have immediately started stomping her.
Oh yeah, I would think so too. Come on, the way she threw his table when he was done smoking, that was wrong.
My computer would have got me.
Oh my God.
As soon as I would have saw that
computer. Because you can't hear me.
But you know how sometimes when your reaction make you do stuff and you can't help it?
Right, and my reaction, my hands wouldn't have helped it at that point.
Oh, definitely. I would have reacted from when she threw the table. Yeah.
That's true.
I would have. I'm telling you, as soon as I got out the car and saw my stuff in the yard and saw my computer out there, I would have flipped.
No.
Hold up. We can't barely hear you. Can you turn your mic up some?
Hold on.
Dee Dee, better?
Yeah, much better. All right.
What is going on?
Okay, hold on.
Technical difficulty on your camera. But is there any last words y'all would like to say? Because I got a lot of people backstage. I got 3 people back here. Well,
okay.
2 or 3, yeah, 2 or 3. And I'm gonna let y'all shout y'all channel out too before I get up off of here. Is there any last words y'all would like to say though?
I just want to say it's getting funny as hell to me. And like I said, the only one I can really take seriously on this show at this point is Brittany and Marcelino. The rest of them are just like comedy to me.
Exactly. Did you see what's gonna happen next week though? With
yes, the preview.
Chevelle and Dee Dee.
That looked bad. I don't know what happened. I can't seem to figure it out. What happened? Chevelle was going crazy.
It looked like D-Mark and Quaylen was about to get into a fight. That's what it looked
like. Okay. I didn't see D-Mark. I only saw the flash of him and her and the police.
No, but that was D-Mark that was facing him.
Was it?
That's gonna be a good fight.
Oh, and by the way,
D-Mark. That was D-Mark. That was what?
Fighting
D-Mark and Quaylen.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Rapheal?
What's up, Rapheal?
Hi. Okay, so this is my whole thing. The only person like the guy with the blue hat on. I really like the blue hat, bro. The only people that we can take serious on this TV show is Brittany and Marcelino at this point. Sky and Lyndsey. Let me talk about them. Lyndsey, I would have dragged you outside and I would have made you sit there. And when the police came, I would have been like, she's right here. Especially after you mess with my computer. Like, bro, like that would have been the end of it.
Rapheal, I wouldn't even waste my time and touch her. Trust me, because I'll just call the cops and stand outside. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, D. That's what I would do. As far as the couple, Sarah and Michael, Sarah just needs to tell Michael that she wants to be with him. They just need to go ahead and move in together. Like, stop playing this game. Like, we see it on the show. At least I do. Anyway,
if she does that, she gotta have to accept Michael for who he is, and she wants to make Michael who he's not. Michael's gonna be
exactly.
Friends that deal with people like that, but they just be like he or she. That's them, and it works for them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I know what you're saying. I get it.
But yeah, I want to test Lyndsey. I'm with Dee Dee on this one. I would have called the police on her immediately. Hey, I would have came home, seen my clothes outside. I would have probably sat in the car. I would have probably just rolled by the house like.
But I do agree with Big Pimpin' over here. I think Scott likes that stuff. I agree with him on that, cause he wasn't really fazed by nothing. Who else I want to talk about?
That floor scene, that sex on the floor must have done him good that time, because this man is chilling right now. Just
He was smoking a cigarette. He was so calm.
The ankle bracelet thing. The ankle bracelet thing. That was yeah.
He was
That's
so
what made her
calm.
mad.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about Andrea and Lamar. Do I think that you asked the question, Geo? Do I think that Tennyson's taking sides? No, absolutely not. Because she is married to him, so he's a part of their family. I think Andrea Andrea needs to stop overreacting. I understand what he did, but I feel like he feels like he can't talk to her, and I said that in my review. Like, and if he feel like he can't talk to you, then he's going to sneak around. That's just period.
Yeah.
Because everything that we see on the show that Lamar has talked to you about, you overreact. Everything.
I
Everything.
think Lamar needs to put his foot down. He needs to start being, taking control, because you ain't finna stop me from seeing my kids. I don't care what you say.
And
But Cookie,
that wouldn't even fly with me. Cause
until Lamar gets control, he ain't gonna be able to take control. If you notice the situations where the other person they think they got the control, they're taking care of the other one. You know what I'm saying? Lamar needs to go out and get him a job, and then he'll be able to stand as a man. But as long as Andrea is taking care of them, she's gonna be in that situation.
Oh, I didn't know he wasn't working.
Oh, when do you ever see him go to the job?
I didn't know that either.
When have you guys seen him go to a job? Have you seen him talk about a job? You'll see him.
He's always behind the studio thing, talking about he's making music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always making music. So that's what I thought his job was.
No. Yeah,
40-year-old rap star.
Yeah, all right, yep. That's true. He is a rap star. But Rapheal, is that the last words you gotta say? Because I'm gonna drop two of y'all. Cookie, you got any last words you would like to say too as well?
That was my last word.
Got a chance to meet y'all personally.
But before I drop you, Cookie, you got a channel?
No, it ain't up right now.
Well, you know, you a shout out for your channel that's coming out or something.
Talks, but I ain't got it up yet.
You said it's called what?
Cookie Talks.
Okay, Cookie Talks. Y'all be on the lookout for Cookie Talks. Thank you, Cookie Talk, for calling up.
Yeah.
And my name is Raphael Hartwick on my channel.
All right, yep, for sure, Raphael. I'm gonna see y'all two next time. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
All right, let me bring up D Brooklyn and Nana. Yep. Yeah, we on the last words, y'all. So I'm gonna rush this through. I'm gonna let D Brooklyn and Nana, y'all say what y'all gotta say. Ladies first, Nana, go ahead and take the show.
Hey, as you can see, I ain't got a lot of time. Gotta load this truck.
Oh, now you good, but we gonna get to you just in a minute. Nana, go ahead.
Hey guys, it's nice to see you all. Sorry I couldn't come on video, Geo. I'm not looking anything that you'd want to see on a channel. But anyway, with Scott and Lyndsey, I think it's game recognizing game. That guy is probably, the way that he was calm is very unusual. And so he probably recognizes something in Lyndsey that he recognizes it in himself. So maybe that's it. But it was a hot mess. And if he does not call the police on that girl, we cannot be responsible for what happens to him, even morally. You know, yeah, he needs to call the police on her or call his aunties and other relatives on her.
No, this kind of police. We don't need nobody getting beat up.
Couldn't have been me. Could have been me. I would have had her in zip ties, hog tied in the back of the truck and drove her behind.
Is that your last word?
No, for real. What kind of behavior was that? Especially when she was writing on his table, like scribbling on his table with her scissors. That was so immature and so delinquent.
That is.
She exhibits delinquent behavior. It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. But the fact that he accepts it as an older man really shows that there's something seriously wrong with him.
Or he's plotting on her.
Possibly. Maybe he's plotting on her and she just doesn't know.
That's the type of calmness you say, I'm going to get you in your sleep. I got something for you.
Yeah.
For real. That's the type of calmness that when a dude be flipping on a girl, she go in the kitchen and start boiling the grits. That's that calmness.
That's it.
But yeah,
just when the grits bubbles get a little bit big, like medium size. That's the right level of heat. So maybe that's what she was thinking. Not that I would know, but you know.
Well, for me, I think that comment was about I got escorts. So do what you want.
Yeah.
No, but my words, he got a get back for her. He probably might be the one that got her locked back up again.
Look, he ain't gonna do nothing. That like I said, that kind of calmness is I got escorts. I can go on my phone, get me an escort, hit the road, Jack. That's that kind of calmness here.
Life after
yeah.
But Brooke, what you got to say, my brother? What you got to say about it?
Hey, man, all I got to say about this episode, Lyndsey should have been hog-tied and taken straight to the police station with pictures. Andrea, she need to go somewhere. Lamar need Tennyson. I love Tennyson. You know, he got some promise. He got some promise in him. I got to agree with Rapheal. Marcelino and Brittany, the only real couple in the whole season, period. That's my last word. But before I do.
Hey, what up, Geo?
What's happening with you? How you doing, my brother? Peace and love.
I'm doing all right. I'm a little cold because I live in Florida and I'm up here in New England.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but before y'all leave, D Brooke, shout your channel out. Let these people know what channel you're doing or something. And I'm gonna go to Nana next.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm talking to you though. I'm saying shout your channel out before I leave or something.
Nah, you want to find me on Instagram? It's that name right there.
No, I'm saying you ain't got a YouTube channel or anything. You want to, let the people know.
It's not up yet.
I'm saying you got a name.
I do. For legal applications, I can't divulge that information right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see you in a minute, my brother. Peace and love.
You good? I know.
God bless. Now you gotta let me bring up Leah. Who is this? How you doing? Oh, I ain't seen you in a while, Leah. What's up? You got any last words you would like to say? Y'all seem like to call when it's the last minute. I see y'all be doing this on purpose. Y'all love to do this. You know what? When it hit that hour mark, I'm gonna leave y'all ass back there next time. I'm being nice now today. I'm just messing. But Leah, go ahead. What do you got to say? What's your final words for this episode?
I do like chatting in the last time, kind of the backstage thing, but it was just whatever Nana said. It kind of like, sort of, I don't want to seem rude, but it kind of aggravated me. It was just kind of like how, Lyndsey has no class and obviously whatever, and she's obviously a lot emotionally younger. I grew up in care, right? I grew up in a foster home. I grew up in care. We are a lot emotionally younger. And we do, genuinely, our responses to certain things, they are a sort of younger response. So when Lyndsey had that response, I got her. I completely got her. This is the response that you're going to have. It's a childish response. And it is going to be an aggravated response. But you can't hold that all on Lyndsey. She grew up in jail. She did grow up in that sort of environment. And, that is this kind of response that you're going to expect from her. But you can't hold that all on her. Do you kind of get what I mean?
Yeah, totally get what you're saying. I didn't know
because when I was a kid, right, I'm literally decent now. But when I was a child and I grew up in a care home, I'm telling you, I smashed up chairs. I smashed up everything. I was really not a well put together teenager. I'm 26 now, but when I was going through a sort of stage in life and how I imagine Lyndsey is going through out of jail, that is the sort of response I would have had in my youth. So I understand Lyndsey's response. I do understand that. That because you are not emotionally developed to deal with certain situations and you're there at a fight or flight response continuously, and she is continuously there at a fight or flight response as she has just got out of jail.
But
so
Leah, let me ask you.
That's why I understand that.
I don't think she grew up in care though.
Yeah, I think she grew up with her mama.
Yeah.
Let me ask
she
you.
was in prison for a lot of her life.
Yeah, but let me ask you one question. Why do you think she can get help with her the way she lashes out?
You can't, man. It takes time. So I went in care when I was 6 years old. I'm 26. Yeah, 26 now. I only left like in terms of like foster care when I was 18 years old. Okay, so I've been in actual legit care for 12 since I was 6 till I was 18. So 12 years, right? So I had the same sort of response. I'm telling you, I used to smash up chairs. I have a scar on my arm when I was 6 years old. Wait, can you even see it on this camera? I smashed a window when I was 6 years old, so aggravated because someone like decided to have a go at me. Like literally, that is the sort of care that I had. Like, and when you're in prison, like I can only imagine when you're in prison, you're around like, you know, her sort of age. You're gonna want to beat the shit out of anyone that you. Sorry, we're on live. You're gonna want to beat the crap out of anyone that you are gonna want to meet. Like it's not an easy upbringing. Like it is genuinely a fight or flight response continuously.
No, but remember, Leah, you were in care. She was, I think, raised by her mum. I think your situation is that you didn't choose to be in care.
I didn't at all.
Exactly. Whereas her situation, she went to prison because she committed felonies. Clearly, you don't just end up in prison for joke. And then she went back to prison and back to prison. We don't know how many. You know, she chose to commit these. Look how she's behaving. And then if Scott kicks her out, she'll end up back. Imagine he called the police. She'll be back in jail. Then what? Her daughter's without her yet again. Then she'll come out again, meet another guy to use him for what she can get in life. Then she'll probably mess up again. When does it end?
Yeah, because I was just about to say.
Any comparison to your life. I don't think.
Yeah, no, he needs to kick her out completely. He needs to kick her out. I understand her sort of flight or fight response from where I'm coming from, just because, like, now obviously I'm tame. Like, I'm not, you know, smashing up shit now, but I understand where she's coming from, the whole fight or flight response. I get that. But Scott needs to kick her out at the end of the day. He does need to do that. But I do.
She really needs to change because of her child. She needs to realize that she have a daughter.
Yeah.
You understand? You cannot be doing those kind of things and you have a daughter and thank God her mother have that child, because if she alone was raising that child, I would have feel sorry for that child. That child would have been a product of her mother.
No, if her mom wasn't there, that child would have been where Leah's talking about.
Definitely. Right? Her daughter would have been in care.
Exactly.
Would have been in care. And trust me, when I grew up in care, I only grew up with boys. You imagine, I was the only girl in a care home with a bunch of boys, and all of these boys were in the same sort of fight or flight response. And this is why I grew up with a bunch of boys in a care house. So this is where my whole fight or flight response came from. And this is why I imagine that all these prisoner women sort of came from as well.
I'm going to say this to you, Leah. You're grown. You know what I'm saying? These people are grown. When you out here committing these crimes, you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what the consequences is. So you put
now I'm older, I know that. Now I'm older, I know that. But when I was a kid, I didn't know that.
I'm talking about with Lyndsey in particular. Yeah. She knows what she's doing. There is no excuse for her to go trash that man's house like that. She ain't paying no bills. She has a home she can go to.
But you're emotionally unintelligent when you grow up in that environment.
Prison and those foster homes are supposed to do for you is supposed to mold you to be better. When you get out of them places, you're supposed to be the best you that you can be instead of going out here acting a fool so they can throw you right back in.
Darling, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. But you also need to understand that I don't know how long Lyndsey has been in prison for. However, I don't know. I can't remember how old she is. She's 26. I can't remember. But she's so emotionally unintelligent than what me or you and Miss Nabia are. She is so backwards in that age.
There's no excuses to me, honestly.
It's a while to get that grasp.
There's no excuses for her. There's no excuses for Lyndsey, but it's excuses for I will excuse Destiny's behavior on how the way Destiny acts. she was touched as a child.
And Lyndsey is younger. Lyndsey is younger than Destiny. She is younger. She's what, 26?
Lyndsey knows how to manipulate. She uses her looks to get men. Then when she doesn't get her way, we can see how she behaves. And then her mom's in the background, again, somebody who's enabling her rather than telling her, hold on, this is out of order. So in her mind, she carries on doing these things. Even Scott, the way he sat back, probably kind of enabled her, because she went on and on and on just to get a reaction out of him, even kicking the table in the end. She wanted Scott to react. Then she banged the door.
She is a child. She is a child. Yes. She fucking irates me to the fucking core. Like, I really dislike her. I really dislike Lyndsey. She fucking irates me to the core.
You gotta watch the language.
Like, genuinely. Irate. That's not offensive, is it?
You said the F word. You said the F word.
Did I? Oh,
yes.
Ranu, what you got to say, Ranu?
Anyway, she genuinely irates me to the core. Like, I do think she's kind of like trying to play the whole prison victim sort of, lack of emotional intelligence sort of thing along with it. Like, she does irritate me a lot. But I kind of also gather that as well, just because, I don't know, I just feel like she doesn't know any better as well at the same sort of time.
Go on, Radu.
Yeah.
Two things I want to say. You said looks. Lyndsey's not cute. And you know this type of dude.
No, but she thinks she's cute. This is what I'm saying.
She's cute.
I don't even think she thinks she's cute, because she gets dudes like Scott. You know, you look at all the dudes that she messed with, they're Scott types. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, they're older. Older men will find her sexy. Come on.
I think she uses her age more than she does her looks. So she's not cute. She looks like trash to me. You know what I'm saying? And then
but that's you. White men will find her attractive. Trust me.
Oh, okay. And then the second thing I want to say is that girl is she's unbalanced chemically. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be on meds. For real.
Yeah, that's true, but well,
because of her time in prison, though. That's what I think. I think it's because of entire time in prison, her entire time of lack of motherly care. I think it's all of this stuff adding up. Leah, it takes a while to break down.
I'm gonna just tell you now, Leah, when you go to prison and you have a chance to get out, you get out of prison. Some people ain't getting out of prison. You know what I'm saying? They doing 182 years. Man, the judge will give you 582 months. You looking like you can't even do the math. You know what I'm saying? You like, how many months is that?
You're right, you
only get 5 years and you're able to get out and you still acting the same way. Obviously, you just need to be in prison for the rest of your life if you ain't gonna learn to be on the street. But that's all I gotta say about it. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. We're gonna cut this situation short. You're gonna have to learn. Matter of fact, go watch Toughest Prisons on Netflix and see what all the people on Toughest Prisons in Netflix and ask them, do they want to be out of prison?
Thank you.
Before you even ask, you'll say, man, I wish I wouldn't even came here. I wish I'd be out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Geo, you know that show 60 Days In? That too.
Yeah, that's good.
Those people don't even want to be there. Like when they experience
like it. Your ass 2,342 months. Boy, you can't even.
23,000. You know what? That's where you differ to us. When you go to prison here, I think they just sentence you to the years. But you see, the American prison, that's a psychological mind egg if you think about it. Because when you're sitting there and they tell you, they count it in months. So when you're sentenced, they'll tell you 300 and odd months, and then you got to calculate like, how many years? You know, it's mad.
You might as well not even count once they go past 20. You might as well just like,
I didn't even know that. I didn't know calculating months to years. I didn't actually know that.
She's finding loopholes in the system, but eventually them loopholes will break and her ass will be back in prison. I'm pretty sure she probably already back there and probably looking at some real time. But we're gonna wrap it up. And before I leave, though, I'd like to thank everybody for coming through the channel and y'all giving us channel support. Shout out to my boy Ranu. We're gonna start out with the top. Y'all, anybody at the top?
I love you.
Oh, thank you, Miss Leah. I love you too. But let's start out to Miss Nabia, to my I don't know what side this is.
That's your right.
Right, left. Look, don't.
Yeah, it's my right, your left. No, I'm good, you know, no channel. Keep it going, Ranu. You go.
You don't get no channel, Miss Nabia, right?
No.
Right now, shout your channel out, my brother.
I don't
from
either.
mother.
Well, as always, Gio, I want to say I thank you for this platform, man. And COVID is really giving us a chance to escape, you know, our boredom. And then, like I say all the time, what I love about you guys' channel, you guys just have positive energy. And sometimes I turn on these other people's channels, and it's like they clown their guests, and you guys don't give that energy. So I really appreciate what you guys are giving. And everybody else, you guys can check me out on all platforms at Ranu, RONNUE.
That's my boy. Y'all go check that man music out. He do that soul funk music. You know what I'm saying? On touch your spirit, let that sizzle in your spirit, aka Country Wayne. Shout out to him. But Leah, shout your channel out.
I'm a late minute stalker. I always watch, but I'm always a late minute stalker. Occasionally come on this platform. Occasionally don't know how to hold my tongue. But yes, I do love bloody Geo Malak. I do love him. I love all of the guys.
We love you too. But what's your channel? You got a channel like
I don't have a channel. I don't have anything. I'm just a little late minute little perv. That's who I am.
I'm digging these accents on here right now. we got four different accents going on.
Yeah, we got them all right now.
Wait, one question I do have. What Caribbean country is Dee Dee from?
St. Lucia.
Oh, I love it. I love Dee Dee. I love your accent. I just all of a sudden started watching your latest video, and I absolutely love your entire voice and everything.
You subscribe?
Well, you guys.
No, I did. Of course.
Okay, well, I got an interesting show coming up tomorrow, so make sure you tune in.
I'm in love with you. If you want me to be a 90-day fiance with you, I'm so up for it.
Leah,
thank you, Leah.
Nah. You been quiet. I know you been quiet. I know you got some sizzling in your spirit down there. You down there thinking like. But go ahead and say what you got to say. You know, you got a channel, Instagram you want to shout out, maybe a Facebook, maybe a phone address, maybe a phone number, maybe MySpace.
Shut up, Gio.
Did you hear what Dee Dee said?
We could be the next Stephanie and what's that guy called again from Belize?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
There we go. We could be the next Stephanie and Ryan. How about it, Dee Dee?
No, if you Stephanie, no, because that Stephanie needed someone to read us some tarot cards to tell her what I could have told her. So I'll pass.
Look, I could deal with it. I need to be a 90-day fiance. Appreciate it.
Rano, but look, they got Rano right there. Rano got the blue hat on. Shit. That should tell you something. You got the blue suit.
I'm gonna make up with Tyreek, and we're gonna start a blue line.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But Dee Dee, my brother, shout your channel out. Tell these people what they're gonna follow.
Wait, Gio, I didn't even get a chance to say anything other than allow Dee Dee to say "shut up, Gio."
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead. My bad. No, I apologize. But I already know you looking like this.
No, all I was going to say is I really like Ronu's hat, and I'm not quite sure if the blue on top of the red is deliberate. Just saying.
I don't know. Okay.
You don't understand? No? American politics? No? Okay. Never mind.
Oh, you messed
I didn't think that far into it.
Look, we ain't talking politics on this channel. Look, I ain't gonna get
no, of course not.
Nothing about nothing. You know
I was just saying it in jest. I was just saying it in jest, Gio. You know me.
Yeah, I know. But you ain't got. You might as well go ahead and give your home address then. You know what I'm saying? Shout your home address out on here. Everybody go to follow you and pop up on your ass.
You on.
But Dee Dee, shut your channel out, my brother. Let me quit messing around.
Yes, my channel is my name on screen, DD758. I got an interesting show coming up with a nice discussion. So tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna have Geo, Perry, and I'm looking for some callers. I want it because I really want people to tune in to hear what we have to talk about tomorrow.
What time?
What's the topic?
It's gonna. You will see. I'll post it on my Instagram.
Oh,
What time do you do it, though?
It's gonna be 7 East West East. Yeah, East Coast time. 7
Is
East
it
Coast time.
same time as last week?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
This is the thing is I am back in St. Lucia. I'll be here for 2 months.
Where
so
were
then
you before?
I was in Mississippi, but I'm back home. So I'm in quarantine right now actually for Corona. Like when you get to the island, you have to quarantine for 14 days before you actually step out. So the time has changed a bit, but I'm on East Coast time. I'm just an hour ahead, so it will be East Coast time. It will be 7 East Coast time.
And that's 3 o'clock West Coast time.
Yeah, right. 3 o'clock West Coast time. So, but I'll post it. Anybody follow me on Instagram, I'm going to post it on my Instagram.
Okay.
Yep, y'all.
What time?
If y'all check out her Mo Hopper in my one of my mods is in there. She threw his IG out there and YouTube out there because we trying to get his subscribers up so he can, get monetized and he can do his thing on YouTube. So yeah, I need y'all really to support my boy Dee Dee 75.
I love Dee Dee.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Gio. Thank you.
Oh yeah, but we gonna get up out of here. Y'all want to say bye to me, peace and love, whatever on the channel, and 1, 2, 3, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.